And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. Well, another big payout in that popular national wager yesterday. The Stronach 5 paid huge yesterday. Let's show you the number. I didn't have it. Let's give you the recap of the Stronach 5. We had a $10 horse that kicked it off, Laurel Park Race 8. That was our upper-level allowance feature of the day. Fort Fortitude won for trainer Jamie Ness and Trevor McCarthy. So that was a $10 horse to kick it off. And then you had a $22 horse, Leg B at Gulfstream. And then you had Birdie's Honor. Birdie's Honor was one of the favorites in Leg C. That was Laurel Race 9. He had a game win over Miners Quest. And then a couple more big payouts at Gulfstream, a $30 horse and a $15 horse to wrap it up. So there's the payout. A little over $33,000 yesterday if you hit the Stronach 5. If you're watching today looking for some more winners, trying to parlay that big Stronach 5 score from yesterday into some more big scores today, congratulations on your big hit. We hope to give you some winners today. So $10 horse here at Laurel Park to kick it off, and some big prices at Gulfstream. You get over $33,000.
I guess the key that Chad Brown got beat right at 3 to 5.
That's right.
And we talked about the Laurel races. They were tricky. You couldn't just go ahead and single a horse. I really did not like Fort Fortitude yesterday. Like Charging Storm.
That's
who
right.
ran second at a big price. And you talked about Cerulean Springs, who came running for third, almost got up for second. And Birdie's Honor got a real gritty victory. Got headed in mid-stretch. Miners Quest just couldn't hold sway there. But that was another race where I thought you had to go 3 or 4 horses. So you had to work to get it. $33,000 for the payout. Congratulations to those of you who had the Stronach 5.
All right, so we're at some nice holiday money for you. We're into the holidays. Let's show you the racing schedule. Live racing today and tomorrow here at Laurel Park, and then no live racing Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Christmas is Wednesday. Live racing will resume Thursday, December 26th, and we'll go 4 days after Christmas, Thursday through Sunday for live racing. Then the following week we'll have live racing starting on January 1st. Always a tradition here in Maryland having live racing on New Year's Day. Let's check out the big Christmas Tide Stakes schedule we have for you. 5 $100,000 stake races. Saturday, December 28th, our Christmas Tide Stakes Day. We're going to have a stakes buffet, a hot chocolate bar, hot cider, cocktails. I think the gates open 11 o'clock that day, post time 12:25. The nominations are out for those 5 stake races on Christmas Tide Day.
Oh, yeah, going to be a really good day. Look at those, the Day's Friends, the Will on the Move, Native Dancer, the Heft, and the Gin Talking. We wrap up the year in a real solid fashion at Laurel Park. A little bit of cider going on, huh? How about that?
What's that?
Little hot cider bar they got.
Hot cider, there you go.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate, yeah. Now, your leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez, he has a bunch of nice horses nominated to those stakes. So, Claudio, he's locked and loaded. A bunch of nice horses nominated to the stakes on Christmas Tide Day. So that's all on Saturday, December 28th, a week from today. Let's get right to today's action. Let's show you the main track, which is perfect. Perfect main track. You see it there behind us. There we go. There's a bigger picture of the main track. Looks like they're doing some work on it. Once again, it was a nice track yesterday, and once again, looks like a perfect, fair play and fast track.
And that was one thing you noticed yesterday walking in. The maintenance on the racetrack, They were kind of skimming it down a little bit, taking some of that dirt off, and it was reflected in the times. That track was fast yesterday.
Yep.
Really quick times, horses getting over it well, and you wanted to be kind of within range, upper stretch on this dirt track yesterday. Speed was okay. You can make some runs, but you want to kind of be in the thick of it, leaving that 3/16 pole.
All right, so let's get right to it here. Race 1, we have a carryover in that rolling super high 5 with a low 15% takeout. There's the carryover, $2,253 for that rolling super high 5. Starts in race 1. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. Low 15% takeout in that rolling super high 5. So that starts in race 1. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. Mandatory payout on the early pick 5. And as always, all pick 5s here at Laurel Park feature that industry low 12% takeout. Let's check out my ticket for the early pick 5. A $48 ticket could not come up with a single. Race 1's a maiden 10 going 5.5. I go with the 1, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 in race 2. Race 3, the 3, 6, 7. in the third. Race 4, I like the 1, Ben and Joe on top at 9-2, coming off the layoff for Tim Woolley. The blinkers go on. The 1, Ben and Joe, Toledo will ride. But the 7, Tapahonic, should be tough in there as well for trainer Jerry Robb. I know you have a stat for trainer Jerry Robb with the 7, Tapahonic in race 4. Then race 5, I have the 1, Nick Papa Giorgio on top. Trevor McCarthy aboard for Jamie Ness. But the 8, Sapphire Shilling for Kieran McGee could be tough in there as well. So $48 play. Could not find a single on the early pick 5. My best bets are later today. My Star Potential in race 8.
It's kind of the way our cards have been going around here, pretty wide open. It's not like you can really fall in love with any 10, 12 to 1 shot. I don't think I have anything really over maybe 4 or 5 to 1 morning line today. But you string a few of those together, and you saw the payouts yesterday, Stan. Early pick 5 paid $1,700. The late pick 5, $1,198. So you can still connect a few together, put them together, and get yourself a really, really good payout.
All right, so there's my early pick 5 ticket. You can study both my pick 5 tickets for today on the website, laurelpark.com, under the handicapping section. Here we go. Race 1, we're going 5.5 furlongs maiden, claiming 10,000 3-year-olds and upward. I have the 5 on top here. Me, Darlin, Chessie coming off the layoff, long layoff here, and now in the barn of Hugh McMahon. Hugh's done well for this new owner, Mary Boskin, and this 5-year-old by Maryland's top sire. Great notion out of an old 2-punch mare. Showed a little ability in Leatherberry's barn when the horse was, a 3-year-old.
Yes.
Ran a good second for maiden, 16,000. Well spotted today, in for the maiden 10 coming off this long layoff. You get Katie Davis back in the saddle.
Kind of like deja vu, right? Yesterday's first race, we had a horse get hammered down to 1-5, 2-5. Got run down late by Claudio. Lawn Boy's going to be an awfully short price today in the first race, dropping from that maiden 40 effort at Aqueduct, jamming to the 10. Going to be a solid favorite in here. But I think Darlin Chessie, it's been a long, long time since this horse has run. March of 2018. But you talk about it, the last couple of years with this type of layoff, and the trainer switch, it's an okay percentage when I've gone back and looked for Hugh McMahon. So maybe this horse can sit just off of it. There's some speed in the race. Certainly Pate Holiday likes to go to the front. Darlin Chessie, I think, is going to have to sit just off of it, I would hope. Lawn Boy might get an aggressive ride as well from the rail with the X-Man. But it comes out of a strong race. Blacktop Legend came back to run an 88. Third place finisher, a 66 when winning in the slop gallop. So, desperate times here for the 1. They're going to try to get it done today. But let's try a little upsetter with the 5, Darlin Chessie.
Yeah, Lawn Boy taking a triple quadruple
big
drop here. Could have gone for the maiden 25 or maiden 16 somewhere here, and then goes right for the maiden 10. So maybe that's a little bit. That's going to give you a little cause for concern. So we both try to beat the favorite Lawn Boy here. This the 6 I use here, Pate Holiday, coming off a little break here for Chucky Howden. This horse has some speed, gets Kevin Gomez, and we both like the 7 White Russian. Showed speed last out going a mile. Now Lake cuts the horse back to 5.5, and you get Alex Centron, Russell, and McCarthy. They all won yesterday. They're right there. McCarthy, Centron, and Russell, they're all right there fighting for lead and jockey, and you get Centron, a live rider here on the 7 White Russian.
And that's the key, I think, with White Russian coming off the route. This horse might be able to sit back and rate a little bit. I don't know if he's quite as fast as a horse like Pate Holiday if he brings his normal speed, but having the bottom underneath of him, they could get caught in a little bit of a duel. This is a horse that might come pick up the pieces. The first is worth a little bit of a shot. Amy Hall does all right with these maiden claimer first-time starters, decent ROI. I think both foals are winners, so that works for me. 5, 1, 3, 7 though. One's gonna be tough to beat. Let's see if we can do it with the 5.
Sure. All right, let's turn the page here. Early pick 4 starts in race 2. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000 filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime here in the second race. We both start with the 7. We both have the 7 on top here. Let's start there. We have a video on the 3 Priss, but the 7 Shaq's Hidden Gem for trainer Wayne Potts. Katie Davis will ride. I like Katie Davis on both halves of the early daily double here. And this horse, didn't run too well last out, but that was for 16,000, 2 life. An aggressive move here to the nickel 2 life. They want to try to win now, or at least get a check on this 3-year-old daughter of Shackelford. This will be the 3rd start in a Wayne Potts barn. I think he has her in at the right level today.
Yeah, she could be the favorite in here. I mean, she was 3 clear of Gallinor 2 races back on her page. And last time out, she was just hung out wide. every step of the way against Quicker and Turtles. I think might be just go ahead and send, try to steal a little on the front end for Shaq's Hidden Gem. An even effort against a little bit better back in New York, a few races back. But I want to see an aggressive ride here. Let's get this horse on the engine and try to control it. Yeah, I think Gallinor, steady progressions the last 2 races, had to work through a little bit of traffic, 2 back. And, Princess of Go-Go, okay, another one. Which one's going to show up? She kind of has no speed. She could plot in for a piece. And Priss is on the improve, the 3.
And we have that video.
Let's go show this. The last 2 races, improved form, closing at 6 furlongs, 2 back, stretched it out to 7. Another good rally behind Weekend Flyer, who's there on the front end, clear into the stretch. And Priss certainly looks like an extra furlong is not going to hamper her at all. Moves up to the inside and shifts out a little bit. I think this horse is going to like the mile distance today. So at least you're getting consistency, right? With Priss, she's bringing it to the table.
Yomar's getting some run out of her. Last couple been to her lifetime. At least she's on the improve. So I use the 3 as well. Looks like we both have a cold super here. 7, 8, 6, 3 we like here in race 2. Let's turn the page. Race 3. We're going 7 furlongs. Maiden claiming 10,000 3-year-olds and upward. And we both like the 7 here as well. Yep. Coffee Please for Bill Comlo. Jevion Toledo will ride a good second last out going a mile. The last 3 races have been going a mile. Now, so I love the cut back to 7 furlongs today. Now, this 3-year-old by Giacomo has been the beaten favorite at this level the last 2 starts. I'm going to be on, he's going to take a lot of money once again today. I put him on top. He catches the right group, and I love to cut back from 7 furlongs. From a mile to 7 furlongs today.
Yeah, 2 back try, okay. You saw Martin come back, right, and win. He's in really good form. And a couple of these horses ran. The top 2 morning line choices ran the same day on the 28th. If you carry out the times, Coffee Please about 3 lengths faster than Talented Mr. B. Coffee Please, I think, can sit a trip. I think he can rate a little bit. The 6, expect him to be forward. Singaverse is interesting. He's had a lot of tries, 12 tries over 12 with 3 seconds, 2/3. A little bit more tactical last time was Singaverse, and will kind of Karamanos give the same ride he gave Marie from Paris yesterday. He hustled right to the front and almost got it done. So this horse works with a forward spot inside, but I agree with you, Stan. I think today should be the day for Coffee Please. Shouldn't be worse than second if you really break it all down, given a clean trip.
Yep. All right, let's get one home for Mr. Comlo there with Coffee Please in race 3. Lots of action here in race 4. No carryover in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. They hit it yesterday for around 1,300 yesterday. So they hit it for 20,000 last Sunday. Hit it for 1,300 yesterday. So we start fresh once again today in the Rainbow Pick 6 in race 4. We also kick off the Middle Pick 4 in race 4. Keith, you have a ticket for it. Let's check it out, see how you play it.
Tough little stretch of races here. I'd like to go, a little bit deeper if I could. 1, 3, 6, 7 to get you started, 4 deep. In race number 4, Ben and Joe off a little layoff, draws the inside with some blinkers going on. I think this horse could be live. 1, 3, 5, 8 in the 5th. 2 deep in the 6th with the 6 and the 8. Wrap it up in the 7th with the 7. With the 3 run for James in the 7, earned it, stretching out here for Farrier. But, that's what we got.
All right,
there it is, $32. It's not an easy stretch of races.
Race 4 is we're going a mile and a 16th here in race 4. It's a nice 8-horse field. Make that 9-horse field. No scratches in race 4. 9-horse field to kick off the pick 6 in the middle pick 4. But I like a 9-2 shot.
Yeah,
you like this horse as well here.
Right.
We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 16,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. Ben and Joe's coming off the layoff. Had a nice win to break the maiden on the yielding turf course at Pimlico last May. Ran okay against Starter Allowance, going long on the turf. Early June's been off since then. So what, a 6-month layoff here? But look at the dirt races. All of the 4 dirt races earlier this year against Maiden Special Weight and Maiden 40. Look at the horses he ran against. Makes Most Sense, Hoffa's Union, Hanley's Houdini, Top Line Growth. Those are all tough customers. He ran some decent numbers, good enough for this level today. Tim Woolley puts the blinkers on. Jevion Toledo should get a ground-saving trip here on the 1 Ben and Joe, and we'll get a decent price because the 7 Tapahonix is going to get bet. The 6 Always Forgiven is going to get bet. So we'll get a decent price here on Ben and Joe coming off the layoff.
We should, and he's done some good work with horses, especially on the turf. coming off of a layoff, but it works. You hit the nail on the head. The company lines that this horse kept are early on back in the year. I think Ben and Joe, with a trainer that I know that can get a horse to go long off of time, works, positionally plays to the inside. There is some speed. I think he can draft into a stalking position here this afternoon. The 6 and the 7, I believe, have to be used. We have a stat here for the 7, Tappahannock for Jerry Robb. Big effort off the claim, kind of 2 little moves, was up early, dropped back, shifted out, and a rebid 3 to 4 wide to only get beat a half length when it's all said and done. But how about this? Might even expect some more improvement. Last 3 years on the dirt for Jerry Robb, 10 for 29, 34%, and 20 for 29 in the money. Second off the claim, ROI of 363. He looks to be in a stalking position again this afternoon. The 5 Invest might show some speed. I think this horse sprint off of a layoff at Belmont. Last time out a little bit of chase. We look at those internals. The blinkers go on. Maybe they'll try to go ahead and dead send, but allowance to claiming on the dirt hasn't really been a good angle for Contessa.
All right, let's go to the video spotlight we have here on the 6, Always Forgiven, November 22nd here at Laurel Park. Here's the stretch run going 6.5 furlongs.
Yeah, it was down towards the inside of rivals earlier on, was able to shift out, and I tell you, continues willingly. Big Boots ran awfully big that afternoon. We're going to pick up there the 6 horse, Always Forgiven. And this extra ground, I think 6.5 to a mile and 60, it's going to work. This horse ran okay a couple races back at Belmont. First time gelding, right? Reported first time gelding I have on Always Forgiven.
Yep.
First off the claim, a good move. The Farrier Barn's done quite well of recent note. May have this horse lined a little too low. It's a tough race to line, but I do like the chances of the 6 here, given a forward trip yet again. You haven't seen anybody maybe coming from a little further back. Maybe it's the improving 3-horse Junior Senator for Kieran McGee.
Yeah, this horse ran big last out to break the maiden for maiden 25, going a mile. Was sat fourth early on, then was chasing sat second down the backstretch, and then got to the lead, turnover home, wins by almost 4 with a 63 buyer. So it looks like Kieran has this 3-year-old Maryland bred by Smarty Jones going in the right direction. They find a nice level today, facing winners for the first time, and they put one of the leading jocks, Centron, right back on.
I know Galerio is still a maiden. He did come back and ran big in the ground. First time in the Claudio Barn of 73 yesterday. So yeah, 1673. So let's get it done.
Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, late pick 5 starts in race 5. I have a ticket for that as well. We'll check it out right after this.
The best bets at Laurel Park are the pick 5s, and we have 2 of them. The early pick 5 starts in race 1 and is a mandatory payout. The late pick 5 is the last 5 races of the day and has carryover potential. Both pick 5s at Laurel Park have an industry low 12% takeout. The pick 5s at Laurel Park, your best bet.
Okay, welcome back. Let's check out the late pick 5 starts in race 5 today. No carryover. They hit it yesterday for a little over 1,100. But as always, that industry low 12% takeout on all the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. All right, let's check out my late pick 5 ticket, a $36 ticket. I have a key horse. Race 5, I'm 4 deep. I go with the 1, 3, 4, 8. Race 6, I go with the I go 6, 8, 9 there in race 6. Race 7, my price play of the day is the 7 Earned It. Second off the claim for Anthony Farrier. Earned It's 4-1 with Alex Centron aboard. That'd be a nice $10 horse there in race 7. But the 3 Run for James, McCarthy, and Ness should be tough in there. Has come back with a work at Delaware since that last outing up at Park. So I go 3-7 in race 7, but the 3 Run for James could be a suspect favorite. That's why I like the 7 Earned It on top as my price play of the day. Race 8, our feature of the day, my best bet of the day, my single. The 8, My Star Potential, is a stakes winner as a 2-year-old. Looks like Claudio Gonzalez has this Maryland-bred filly back in top form. She galloped last out, coming off the layoff. I think she gets a nice trip today, so I single on the 8, My Star Potential in race 8. Then I go with the 1, 2, 4 in race 9. Race 9's a nice maiden special weight for 2-year-olds going long to wrap things up. So let's take a look here at the 5th race. We're going a mile, claiming 10,000, 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. And I go with the 1, Nick Papa Giorgio on top. McCarthy and Ness, they scored yesterday in the feature. I think they're live here with this 3-year-old by Outflanker, who's 6 for 9 overall on the money here at Laurel Park with a couple wins. A useful second, last out, going a mile in a 16th. So he's dead fit to go the mile today. He's a winner going a mile. You get McCarthy. So I go with the 1, Nick Papa Giorgio on top.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a shot here with the 5, Lucid Dream, and also the 3, Last Trucker. The 1, the 5, and the 8 all come out of that race on the 29th, but I do believe that Lucid Dream had the worst trip of them all. Was caught wide every step of the way at the 2-turn distance. Little move into it, menacing move to mid-stretch before flattening out. Carlos Mencia Barn red hot, another win yesterday.
Sure.
This horse just needs to draft in, save a little bit of ground, and I think can progress right on up to him. Last Trucker, another one. You've got Pimentel now riding for Sanchez Solomon. Paired up a couple good races since being claimed 4 races back. Major Fleur came back to run well, a 75 off of that last race. Some trouble right there. This horse is proven at a mile distance. This horse is another one that's going to be stalking, measuring the speed when they turn for home. Really another tough little race. Sapphire Shilling may get the cleanest trip out there, breaking from the outside.
All right, so yeah, Nick Papa Giorgio in the 8, Sapphire Shilling. They both come out of the same race. We both like the 1 and the 8 and the 3. I overlooked the 5 a little bit, but yeah, wide trip last out, and the barn is red hot. Yeah, Carlos Mencia with 10 Oaks Miss yesterday, 110 and change in that race, and he's won. He won a couple races for this owner, Michael Sheffries. On Thanksgiving Day. So, all right, the 5 could be a nice price live for hot connections here in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 25,000 for 2-year-old fillies in this event. We both have the 6 on top. Let's start right there. First off, the claim for Dale Capuano, Kalo's Vision. Here's the video from September 7th at Laurel Park against maiden 25. Here they are turning for home.
Yeah, drew the inside that day in that sprint on September the 7th. Was stuck down inside early on, was able to angle out about 5 wide, worked herself out to mid-stretch, and progressed steadily to run second. Olive's Bumpa is a horse recently. Standards run okay. Okay, a couple good seconds for the 25-2 in life. Olive's Bumpa, nobody was going to get her this day. But Kalo's Vision finishes willingly. Turf after that, no good. A little freshening since being claimed out of that turf race on October the 12th. And, hey, yesterday we saw Dale Capuano do it again, right, with Noble Way. He's now 5 for 13 over like the past couple of years. First off the claim with these maiden claimers on the dirt. So I'm going to ride the stat out. I think there's some speed in here with the 9 rocking and a rolling. Rapid Ash Queen is going to bring some speed to the table. I think Kalo's Vision could be able to sit mid-pack and make a run into it and get the job done.
All right, so we agree on a lot of our top picks today,
Sure.
and we're getting a nice 7 or 2 here, hopefully on the 6, Kalo's Vision. The 9 we both like on the outside, rocking and rolling for Jerry O'Dwyer. Showed speed on a muddy track last down, a good second at this level. Sheldon Russell's going to get a nice trip here on the 9, rocking and rolling. She'll be right there early, see how far she can go today.
Absolutely no disgrace. Make it a double. Make it a doubles horse that ran okay in Maryland Million Day. And Meet Michelle. A good recovery after a trouble beginning up at Woodbine on the synthetic. Interesting move up. Goes up there, tries to get down, I guess, Ontario bred, the money up there, right? 2-back try works. That's good enough for me, and you're going to get an okay price because of the rider. Ty, she's not going to draw a ton of attention at the winners, but she's certainly capable, more than capable, to getting the job done with this runner from somewhere in mid-pack.
All right, so we can get Kalo's Vision home here for Dale Capuano and the Bug Boy Avery Wisman in race 6. Here we go, race 7 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 8,003 and up. Wide open claimers here. The 3, Run for James, is going to be one of your favorites, but got beat almost 70 lengths on November 9th coming off the layoff. Now has come back since then with a half-mile work recently, at least this month, a couple weeks ago at Delaware. But I'm going to try to beat the 3. You like the 7 as well. Earned it, ran well off the claim for Anthony Farrier. Rallied going 7 furlongs to finish third against Open opened 12-5. Now we dropped back down to the 8 today. We stretched back out to 2 turns, earned it a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. You get Alex Cintron aboard. I think the 7 earned it is in a real nice spot today, and we'll get a decent price on him.
I certainly think the 3 is going to improve off the return try.
Sure.
The aggressive move down in class, and certainly looks like the speed of the speed. It's going to be his race probably to lose on the front end with Trevor McCarthy for Jamie Nesbitt. Earned it. I tell you, Tony Farah, once again, we talked about he's doing well off the claim. He's doing very well second off the claim, and really second off the claim in dirt routes. How about this the last 2 years? He's 4 for 13, Stan. Second off the claim, dirt routes with an ROI of like $6, $6.60 to be exact. So this horse ran big behind Birdie's Honor, closed up late. I think you might even see a little bit more tactical speed out of Earned It, stretching out to the mile and the 16th. Maybe you can take aim of the speed of this 3 horse and get on by through the stretch.
All right, that'd be a nice 4-1 shot on top here. The 3 run for James we both like. The 4 I didn't use here because he's Western. Had a big win 2 starts ago against Open Nickel Company. Ran well last out with Yomar. He'll slip away at another nice 5-6-1 price today. 7-year-old's a 5-time winner here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, they developed a pretty good little relationship, Yomar Ortiz and Causey's Western. He's gotten this horse to change styles a little bit, Stan. He's kind of sitting 4, 5, 6 lengths out of it early and making a good run through the stretch. The 2 turns, that's going to be a little interesting. Does he like the 1 turn better, the 1 turn mile, going out to the mile and 16 today? But recent form is good, and he could certainly rally in for a piece in this race. Sir Brahms, just the trainer angle here, first time off the claim to Kieran, and inside with tactical speed. Sir Brahms is a user in your exactas and tries.
All right, so we both have 7 earned it on top there in race 7. Let's take a look. Race 8, our big feature of the day to kick off the late daily double. A nice second-level allowance condition for affiliate mares 3 and up. Optional claiming $35,000. We're going 7 furlong scratch. The 5 CBGB is out. She was 7-2. Still a nice 7-horse field here. And we both have the 8 on top. She's my best bet of the day. She won the Maryland Million Lassie as a 2-year-old back in 2018. She needed a long break after that. And in the comeback race, her 3-year-old debut early June, that didn't go very well here at Laurel. She was bet down to about 2-1, one of the favorites that day. She needed another break after that, another, 5-month break after that. Let's show you that race on November 10th. That was a big effort, but from My Star Potential. Here she is in front. She went right to the front this day at 9-1. She opens up by 3.5. Once they straighten away, she wins by 4 with a lifetime best 73 by her speed figure. I think Claudio, your leading trainer, has this filly back in top form. I think she gets a beautiful trip today with the bug Victor Rosales aboard.
How about that? You know, we talked about that on the show that day. They protected her. It was an interesting little move. 9-1 you got on Claudio Gonzalez. 9 and wins off by 4 lengths. Took pressure, repelled a bid mid-turn to kick away. Once again, draws outside, speed. She's going to have to maybe deal with some other speeds to her inside. And Lady Vicky, conjecture can be fairly close, even limited view if she breaks cleanly. So My Star Potential, maybe things have already, they've been figured out here. Good work since. I think could move up off of the return try. But if things do get a little bit busy up front, I think Turkmenistan might slip away at an okay price. It was hampered by no pace last time out in that 2 other thing going a mile. Shortening back up to 7. I think this distance is going to work just fine. This horse circles and makes a run into it once again. Tony Farrier, he is live, and Sheldon Russell.
Sure, and the Farrier barn route to sprint, 20% angle there, and the Farrier 23% with Russell. So I like the 7. I'm worried about that horse. The 4, we both like here. Conjecture, Javion Toledo will ride. This mare's best race was at Timonium. She ran okay 2 back on a fast track. She gets back to a fast track today. I'm not in love with her, but I think she gets a piece of it today.
Yeah, I thought she'd run a little bit better. She's shown she likes an off track, and November 24th she just didn't bring her A game. 7/8 with a little bit of speed in here along like the 8 to her outside. Is she going to be able to bring that enough finish the last 1/8 of a mile? Maybe an underneath user for me. And this 2-horse works. Carmel Cream coming in from Parks. I like the comment last time from our chart caller up there. Speed, despair, certainly something left. Can it transition to Laurel? We're going to find out. But I think this horse is going to bring a punch today with a barn that certainly can win races in Juan Carlos Guerrero.
Yeah, and they get Alex
Then you got
Cintron to ride. All right, so
Yeah.
we like the same 4 Philly mares in today's feature. Race 8, let's turn the page. Race 9 is Quinella time. We have that low 10% takeout for you in the Quinella. Last live race, every racing day we have the Quinella. It's a $2 exacta box, but it's a Quinella, and you get a low 10% takeout. Let's take a look here. Race 9, a nice maiden, special weight for 2-year-olds, going a mile and a 16th. I go with the 2 on top here. Let's start with the 2,
Okay.
Security Breach. Trevor McCarthy rides this 2-year-old colt by Honor Code, a homebred for Dark Hollow Farm. I thought the debut was useful. I had to break from the 1 hole going a mile and just sat about mid-pack. Finished a decent 4th. Only beaten 2.5. Now gets 2 turns for in the second start. McCarthy stays aboard. McCarthy should get a ground-saving trip on the 2 Security Breach. I'm not in love with the 1 Liam's Fire. The 4 Order for Porky's going to be the horse to beat. He'll be the favorite. I'll take a shot here with a mild upset here with the 2 Security Breach.
Yeah, I do think the 1, 2, and 4 are going to be they're going to be pretty close in the odds. Slight edge to Order for Porky I made there at 8-5. Do we have the video of that one?
Yep, we have
November
that.
23rd.
Right
the
here.
blinkers went on last time out, and a little stretch out from the 6 furlongs to the mile for the second start for Kelly Rubley's runner.
Yeah,
And,
we have it.
We
Order
got it.
for Porky. We have it.
We got an
There
order
we
for
go.
Porky.
We got an order for Porky. Let's do
Order
it.
up. There it is. And I tell you, Yukon Eric was able to get it done at 7-1 this day, and Yukon Eric came back to run all right. I think it was Sunday stand, right? An allowance race, ran 3rd with a decent number. But Order for Porky stays down inside pretty much all the way around the turn through the stretch, trying very hard to the wire, just really couldn't gain that much. A couple lengths to the final 1/8 of a mile. But I think second try, going to 2 turns inside. Interesting to flow this race. Williams Fire may try to send. Coming out of the race up in New York, they went a little bit quicker. Draws inside. I think that horse's best move might be to the front end, but Order for Porky, I think, can stalk and pounce against this group.
Yeah, well-bred, homebred for the Elkstone group. They paid $125,000 to breed them to Uncle Mo. That was a useful 3rd you saw there, going a mile. How about the 1 Liam's Fire shipping down here from New York for Gary Contessa? The barn's 0 for 5 here at the fall meet, and all their horses take money. Then this horse is going to take money. Got a decent number, a 60 Buyers speed figure last out up there at Aqueduct against Maiden Special Weight, but was 6, beating 13 lengths. So I don't know how good that race was. The debut wasn't very inspiring early either. So this horse is going to have to do better today. This is not the easiest Maiden Special Weight he catches down here.
Yeah, it's flashed some speed in debut. Didn't take a ton of play, caught wide.
Right.
But that race did produce some horses. There was a double key race. Some horses came out of there and ran fast. Really, no terrible excuse last time. Just didn't kick it in. But is he going to bring the speed that he showed in that debut? When you break it down, this horse, I think, front end might be the best way if he's going to have his best shot of winning in here. A little bit of trouble in Kentucky for the 6, Dreams of Yvonne. Other than that, no. The 1, 2, 4, everything's going to center around these 3, I would believe, in the nightcap. Anything else will be a pretty solid upset.
Well, you have a 12-1 shot. I didn't get to the 6 Dreams of Yvonne by Liam's Map. You get a good rider. Weston Hamilton the break didn't go very well in debut. He was 84-1 at Churchill against Maiden Special Weight. This race probably a tad easier than that race.
Yeah, that's the key there. And can he, avoid trouble? Particularly, a couple lengths. He doesn't have to move up a ton. Maybe 3 or 4 lengths, and he could be in the mix against this group.
All right, so nice Maiden Special Weight going 2 turns there in race 9 to wrap things up. We have NFL football today going on.
3 games.
3 games. They start at 1 o'clock. You can watch all the action in our sports book on that 75-foot LED wall. Grab a couch, grab a table in there. Enjoy the football and all the simulcast action from all over the country. Great races down there today at Gulfstream Park for their championship meet. They're well underway down there. Some big stakes every Saturday down there at Gulfstream. So lots of action. It's the holidays are here.
Oh, and if you're involved in fantasy football,
right.
you've got these games going on today. This is probably championship weekend for a lot of the fantasy leagues. So get a chance to get up there, enjoy some horse racing, watch the football. I guess we kick off with Houston and Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's
Yeah,
been
early
hot.
Yeah.
They're a home dog at 1 o'clock, Tampa Bay. All right, that's it. We're out of time. Dave Robbins coming up next with Scratches and Changes. Good luck.
Good luck.